Okay, just uploaded a bunch of code to the K2 GitLab repository. Have not exported the application, so you can't really duplicate everything you see here yet. I've got a lot of work to do with Stripe and stuff, but I do need to kind of go back through the install process and make sure that you can install K2 right now, and I will get this app exported. I just have a few changes to make, but I'm going to show you what I got. So what I'm trying to do is duplicate the Asana login process. It's not going to quite look like this because that's up to you to make it look pretty. I've just got the basic workflow and the buttons, and you can look at the code behind the buttons and things like that and see how this all works. And you can read what documentation there is in the SaaS auth package and figure that out. But you can basically build something very similar to this very quickly with K2. We're looking at an early version of this, but let me run through this process really quickly. We've got lots of windows open. Okay, so we're on our K2, this app that you would be able to get. We're on the home page, and everything is saying, hey, to get started, here's our pricing. You can log in. Don't worry about the check API status buttons. They're there for me to check things and for you to make sure your APIs are working. So if we're already a user, we click login and enter our email, our password, and we can log in. There is a feature to keep you logged in. This is using it puts a token in a cookie, and then when you come back, it checks for the existence of that token and a few other conditions to make sure that you can auto log in, and it will automatically log you in. That's even if you close the window. You can come back and it'll automatically log you in. We do have a forgot password. It emails you a one-time login link. It logs you in, and then it redirects you to the page of your choice. You can configure that. Right now it goes to a page where you're able to change the password, but in your app it might be a settings page, and you can set the config for that so that that one-time login goes there. You can also change the templates for very easily by the templates are procedures that return a CLOB, so you can change the wording and things like that. The templates are pretty simple, and of course this is all open source, so you can modify and make improvements, add more features to the templates if you want. So let's go ahead and create an account. So we're going to click Get Started, and just to remind you, that's kind of what Asana does. They have these Get Started buttons all over, even on their pricing page. They just want to get your email, and then they want you to verify that, and then they get your password and full name. Now, I've moved password and full name over here to the sign-up process because I wanted to eliminate one step. There's no point in making this more complicated. I've found that it's plenty complicated all on its own. You don't need to add anything to it, and we always want to be simplifying. So we're going to click Get Started. I'm going to enter in an email address. Enter my name, and then now there's a feature in SaaS auth in which you can set a prefix on the password, and if you don't know the prefix, it won't let you create an account. And this is how you can have a public facing app that people can kind of look at, browse around, but they're not going to be able to create an account unless they know that prefix. That's something I've done because a lot of times developing in the cloud, your app is available to the public. It can be. I know there's ways in Apex to set it so that it's only available for developers and stuff like that, but I want it available to the public because I might want somebody to go create an account for me and test things out. And this way I can just say, hey, just make sure your password starts with this, and then you can create an account, and I still don't know your password. Okay, so we're going to click sign up, and now we'll go right to verify email. So let me pull up a new window and take that over here where it's private. Okay, and I should have an email there. I do. I'm going to click the link, and it logged me in. I'm going to bring this back over here, and we'll work from here now. So I'm logged in. I can log out. I can click pricing. And now this is the Stripe integration part. Now you're seeing the code from Stripe. I can click subscribe. And I'm going to blur a bunch of this out because it's going to pull up, unfortunately, autocomplete here is going to pull up my, not enough details for you to know about, but more than I want you to know, see, of my own actual credit card. So we'll blur that. But we're going to put in our fake credit card, which is all 4 twos. And we'll put 12, 24, 999, Ethan. So you know the name of my credit card if you could see that, but which is pretty easy to look up, right? Okay. All right, and we're going to click subscribe. No, we're not saving that. This is a test mode, Stripe test mode. It's pretty easy to set up a 3 products and then get that code for that. I'll show that some other time in the future if you can't figure it out. So thanks for subscribing. Now I think I can redirect back here. There's a lot I got to figure out with Stripe. There's going to be a lot of complications in this no-code solution for Stripe. Like, how do I deal with a free trial? If someone's buys something in the middle of a free trial, I really want them to get the full free trial before I start billing, but this looks like they're going to bill right away. I'm not sure. This is some of the stuff that I'm going to be figuring out. I do have a table now. I'll show you the Stripe table here. There's a table called Stripe Webhooks, and I can assure you that I've already tested this enough that it does put data from that purchase in here. And then I have code in here that parses this into the individual fields. And so this is where I'm at. I've got this far. Everything else is working, the password reset, all this kind of junk. So that's what I've got. The goal is to make this super easy to implement and have up and running so that if you have an idea and you know how to work with Oracle Apex, you can take that idea and monetize it, turn it into a website that looks like a traditional SaaS website, just as good as Asana or any other SaaS website. Have your pricing tiers and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, and that's all I've got.